The last thing I'm going to show you is how to create a user-defined type. The user-defined type is where you want to add one particular field into another data type, but there's more of a hierarchy involved. Now, it seems kind of weird. It's kind of hard to explain, to be quite honest. It's something that you have to kind of see to kind of get a feel for it. But the perfect example of this is an employee bonus. Now, for most employee bonuses, you get cash. So you have one field to identify an employee bonus. So it's a numeric type, whatever. Well, there might be some situations where a bonus consists of more than just a numeric value. Maybe it's a salary increase, maybe you get a company car, maybe you get more vacation time, maybe you get some other perk, maybe you get a key to some executive washroom, who knows? I mean, personally, I've never gotten any of this stuff, so I don't know what you might get, who knows? But when you go to create a data type, this data type might consist of those three things: a numeric value, car, and vacation time. And then you give this a name, and then you can use this name in some other data type or as the data type for something else. So let's take a look at this. It's a means of giving us more hierarchy. So here's an example of a user-defined data type. So we have our bonus compensation, and it is of type record. And so we have our cash payment, we have a numeric 6, company car, which is a boolean value, and then you have vacation weeks, which is a numeric 2. So it's basically where we're creating a type of record, and we've given it a name. So it's nothing we haven't already seen, but we're calling this bonus compensation. Well, then down below we create another record. So here we have type employee record is record, and here we have the social security number, we have the last name, we have the department, but then we have the bonus payment, and the bonus payment is of type bonus compensation. So now let's think about this for a second. Inside of the employee record down here, it looks like we only have 4 fields when in fact we have 6. Because we have the social security number, we have the last name, we have the department name, and then we have cash payment, company car, and vacation weeks, because that's what is stored inside of the bonus compensation. So now you can kind of see where we can start creating a record, or we can create a data type that is more than the sum of its parts. So you can see a little bit more. So let's take a look at this. I've opened up the complex user defined project. And here we have the same thing that we already saw, where we have our bonus compensation is of type record, and it says it's cash payment, company car, and vacation weeks. Pretty simple. Then we have our employee record, and our employee record has the social security number, last name, department name, and then it has the bonus payment, which is of type bonus compensation. And then we even have the manager record, and a manager record says it consists of the social security number and a bonus payment, which is the bonus compensation as well. So we have the employee, which has a little bit more, but then we have the manager, and all we care about is the social security number. Then all we're doing is, now that we've declared those tables or those records, now we use them. So the best employee is using the emp record, best manager is using the manager record data type. So these are just user-defined data types that we've worked with. So then we use a couple select statements. So the select statement says I'm going to grab the social security number, the last name, the department name, into the best employee social security number, last name, department name from the employee department it works on. We have all of this. We've seen this before in the earlier lessons. And then we have the best employee. We say the bonus payment, the cash payment is $5,000. The bonus payment company car equals true, and the bonus payment vacation weeks to get 1 extra week. So literally, think about this for a second. We're using the select statement at the top to fill in the initial information for the best employee. And then in the best employee, we're going to the bonus payment and we're breaking it down into that hierarchy and we're literally filling in the values for it. Then we use our output line and then we test whether or not the person's going to get a company car. So if the best employee.bonuspayment.company car equals true, then we output a line that says company car is also provided. And then you have the best employee bonus payment vacation weeks. If it's greater than 0, then show how many extra vacation weeks were granted. And then you come down here and we have our manager. So we have the select statement which fills in the manager information. So it gathers the best manager. And then we're saying the best manager is going to get a $10,000 bonus, company car, and get 2 weeks of vacation time. And then we output that information as well. Again, we're using if statements, something we haven't seen so far. The if statement, don't get too hung up on it. We will be working with this in detail later on, but we're using an if statement to see if some value is true. And all we're doing is we're identifying the best manager, which is the name of the variable. And then we know inside of that variable, we have a field for bonus payment. But then bonus payment consists of 3 different alternate fields: company car, vacation weeks, and whatever the other one is. So now if I run this, pressing F5, yep. Now we have our output. So down here, the best employee is Naran in research, gets $5,000. Company car is provided and gets 1 extra week of vacation time. And the manager is Social Security number 333-445555, gets $10,000, a company car, and it says number of vacation weeks granted is 1, and I think that's wrong. Didn't we say 2? Best employee, best manager. Oh, best manager, bonus payment. Oh, here I had best employee, so I need to change that to best manager. So now if I run this, now extra vacation weeks granted is 2. So here you can see that you can reference anything you want. So this example might be a little bit much. I mean, it might just take you right over the top. The thing that you need to remember is that all we're doing is we are building on everything that we've done so far. We started off with a simple type, then we went to the percent type, the percent row type, then we created a table, we created a record, we started creating our own user-defined types, and we're using each one of those to build upon what we're trying to do. It's not that difficult. Once you understand the underlying procedures for creating the variables and creating a row type or a record or a table, it's not that difficult. It's just a matter of using what we've learned and incorporating them into what we're working with to make our end result more powerful. It's very, very cool. And this was just the declare statement. Imagine what we're going to do when we start getting in the begin and the exceptions and everything else. It's very, very powerful. PL SQL is amazing.